Location.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another
beat this game,
last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
Like you.
I think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back?
I see you play like that.
Is it more pressure?
I see you play like.
What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
I see you playing like Dre now. You trying to use him up, linebacker, yo.
It's going to bring up a third down. Third down now.
Cut that lane, Bing. Cut that lane, face mask.
The first down yardage to the
got 100 yards already. 10 runs, 100 yards, okay. Not bad.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage.
Well, with one back or with two backs?
First down. Here's the run with Anderson.
Oh,
solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, this is Forsett. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here. The NFL on EA Sports. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. Again, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Toss play. This is Anderson.
Damn.
No
good tackle.
There, 2nd down.
Tackle.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson.
How the fuck this nigga get him there that fast? Well, that's the fastest one.
A youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Bunker. And he'll be taken down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Easy. Switch. All right, now.
They begin the drive with Williams. Williams loses the football.
Damn.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Man, this first nigga ain't tough, yo.
Brown finished 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And they're going to go soft on the corners. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. Going for the deep ball. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run it again with Anderson.
Man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Arthur Moats.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye on second down for Seth. And he's going to take this
nigga got blocked, still can't make that, yo.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Anderson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Anderson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
This is Bell, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball.
Wait right there. That's all you got to stand right there, baby.
Doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power.
Yo.
We just saw it on that play.
Second down following the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On second down, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Yep, right now, yo. I mean.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got
it
over the middle.
Thank God.
Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. First down, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. While praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout
the big fella.
Long way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Here's Simeon. He'll rifle this. Looking for
fuck around,
William Gay. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Right. We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Oh, he's got a little day lead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss and pitch. Set the edge, heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They'll get the football here. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. A strong run, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25. up to the 27-yard line. They start the drive with Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a run with Anderson. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. And we see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Simeon. Able to shake him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive. They did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They go play action, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Derek Wolfe in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it.
And he loses the football a second time. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Anderson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. A dump off to Anderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Simeon, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
If you're running that route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Marlon Brown, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Vance Walker there to stop him.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as it...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted.
No, that first touchdown, I went downstairs. I opened the door for Calais, little ass man. He ran a touchdown. I ain't tripping off that. The other two was violent though. Man, he was just trying to show me he could run the ball. All I did was found a nice ass defense, yo. Shit tough.
Hey, Maurice. Yeah. What shift you work, yo, at Coke? At night. What's the hours? Well, I work from 7 until, I think, 2. 7 to 3, something like that. You work 7 to 2? Yeah, I don't work that. I work 7 to 11, 7 to 12.
Who birthday it is today, Bo P? Who birthday it is today, yo? Who birthday?
You say you work from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m.? Yeah. Oh, well, Henry stopped tonight. He said he's going to work from 10 to 6. 10 to 6 what? He must work at morning time. 10 at night to 6 in the morning. 10 at night to 6 in the morning? Yeah.
Hold on, man. This shit crazy. Yeah. What?
Did y'all start another game?
Hold on, yo.
He can't beat you. No, he can't beat you. Okay. And then you probably what a lot of things.
Hey, Bo P, who birthday it is today, yo?
Who broadcast what?
I said, who birthday it is, yo?
What, today?
Yeah, nigga.
My birthday.
Happy birthday, Sean. I seen on what's kind of shit.
Birthday today, yo. Your birthday the same month older, yo. My birthday the 14th.
How old you turning now, Maurice? Is you 40 yet, y'all?
Hell no. Maurice ain't old enough, like 36.
No, he's probably about 37.
35.
35?
Yeah, I think that's close.
Boy, Pete.
Hey, my boy's birthday today, yo. I know the reason why I like your sorry ass, yo. I've been hungry, yo. But y'all niggas breaking my feet. Oh, yeah? Nah, I don't take no fees, yo. I try to.
Y'all already play Andy?
Nah, you say y'all already running back. Y'all go ahead.
All right, okay.
You know Anthony don't want to be trouble.
Go on, send me something, Bo Pete.
Let me get on the toilet first. I'm gonna fuck that.
Huh?
Let me get on this toilet first. My stomach fucked.
Oh, okay. No. I'm gonna go how the nigga, what's called sneaking that franchise joint, yo.
You trying to get somebody franchise?
Yeah, hey D.
Yo.
What's up, champ? The Sean Mo, yo.
Hold on one second. I know who you're calling. What's up, man? One more time.
Man, it's a takeover, man.
Game over. He ran for like 180 on. He ran for 180 on you.
215, yo.
Oh.
215 to 170, man.
Yeah, but it's still in the loose. It's still in the loose half. Hold on, yo. You feel me, Melodella?
Yo.
I say still right by you. What? I said, did you feel me, y'all? You ran 215, but you was shit like that.
What's up with you, champ? Hey, yo, what's up with that franchise, yo? Huh? Alright, I got something to invite.
I had a little bounce attack. Then it was going around the fucking these niggas wide open. I'm running the Shanahan offense.
Y'all. Nah, hey. I got you faded though, champ. No, you at Seattle. You knew what you was doing, yo. That's why you ran to Seattle, shorty. You can't do that. No, you pick your own squad. But that's why you went to Seattle, because the other game I had like 3-something on you, and so you felt bad. So that's why you wanted to play again, and you bought Seattle 2 teams. Yeah, man, that man fucking stink, man. I had 300. I had 200 the first half, and then his game cut off. And then his game cut off. The fourth quarter that started, man. This man toilet water, man. I know why he trying to show off for y'all, man. Okay, send the invite there. Broadcast the game so your homeboy can see it. Yeah, do that. Oh, man. You do that, yo. Yeah, go get the Johns. That's what you gonna need. You gonna need OG Beckham. That's what you gonna need, Beckham. You gonna need Beckham. That's what you gonna have to get, buddy. That's what he had last time. Yeah, he didn't want to dump. Yeah. Hey, yo, he ain't telling y'all. I ain't even throw the ball on his bum tail, brother. I did all running on him. I got you paid. No, I want you to play football, yo. You play your game, bud. What you say, Ant?
Why you ain't put Maurice on one of them niggas?
Joe wanted Maurice to play the dude D right there. No, I'm saying the dude on the phone with Maurice, the dude Joe wants you to play with him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Sure, he might on the phone now. He been watching me play. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you cool. You cool. I mean, yeah, I know. He said he'll see you in the Super Bowl. He said he got the number one ranked defense on that right now.
The number one what?
In the franchise, he's coming. Hey, I think he got Chicago. He might got Chicago. It's Markel Boyd.
When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle.
Yeah. He said he'll see you in the Super Bowl, Sean.
On second down, Anderson. out to the 33-yard line. Just
I know he gonna beat you though, so I already know he can beat you.
Second and one is often an
Yeah, he tough.
take the big shot down.
Markel Boy tough as shit, yo. He ain't gonna lose that shit. Only way he gonna lose is his guys here.
They love being physical.
Huh? I'm playing him now. I'm playing him now. No, Maurice ain't playing. I'm playing. He told me I won't get 100 yards. I don't know, man. He's scared to play. He said he can play Maurice in his franchise.
If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish a line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave
Oh yeah, he home. Yeah, I mean.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. The offense on your screen.
I mean, yeah.
And our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be. Making a name for himself rapidly, running the football.
Anderson.
Damn.
And he'll be
Good
brought
tackle.
down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. First carry for Devontae Booker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the...
We see Andy? Yeah. I ain't gonna take it off. It's still on.
On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And a little too much mustard on that.
All right, go ahead.
Now when it hits a couple yards into the end zone, a missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They pitch it out to Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety is always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down now following the run. First carry for Justin Forsett. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. From the gun, Rivers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
10th carry now for Anderson. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
A gang of Charger defenders there for the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and get it with Forsett. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Simeon, and able to find Green. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 41 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Rivers. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. 3rd down here.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And partner Antonio Gates coming back for another year. It'll be his 15th season in 2017.
And how about, let's just talk about not just the longevity, but he's in a position now where he can break a tie with Tony Gonzalez because they both have 111 touchdowns at the tight end position. Antonio Gates' first touchdown of 2017, that'll break that tie. He'll be #1.
That's pretty impressive. Probably going to be playing behind Hunter Henry, 2nd-year man, but just the sustainability, how long he's lasted in the league, impressive.
And think about this, Phil Rivers, so excited to have him back because Hunter Henry's playing well, but Mr. Reliable is Antonio Gates.
They were looking to go back to Gates, and now it's second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Stevie Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Again, Anderson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, you might want to check the scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They run. Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And on the ground they go with a running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Surveying the field. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing, Rivers, and his throw here is incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's third and short. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry. To throw is Rivers. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
In motion right comes Allen. Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Allen, the man in motion left. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Who is that? Is that D talking?
First half is winding down.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I didn't know who I was playing. You said somebody had the joystick.
Able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know who I was playing against. That's what I'm saying. That's all. I didn't know who I was playing on, boy.
Could be a big turnaround.
Oh, okay.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
No, it's all good. I just want to make sure. That's all. I already said somebody had the joystick. Okay. Okay, I'm motivated now, buddy. That's right.
In this situation, if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Simeon. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to Gordon here on first down. He'll be brought down just shy of 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or creep or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay up there, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A good gain of 14 there to move the chains.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Now Gordon on first down. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Rivers now on second down, and Gates is going. And the Chargers' all-time touchdown leader has another one. Antonio Gates from a yard out, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Get that 200 yards.
Sleeve. They run it again with Anderson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now Anderson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
But while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun, keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Forsett. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Forsett. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak with Lynch. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 42. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. They'll set up the screen for Forsett.
Man, come on, yo.
Back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring it forward. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green, 30. Detroit! Watching that, Marty!
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. And able to find Green. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to the ground, Anderson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. C.J. Anderson. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been a good day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays, even the other guys having success against you.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Hey, Mojo.
What? Shit, man.
Tell him,
Hey, G, Joe said, did main man send that invite to me, yo, so I give him that lead, yo?
Confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like
what's his name, yo?
get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a
God
good
said,
right now, and they
yeah, tell him
to
to
show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that.
Tell him send that shit, yo. Huh?
A first carry for the vet.
Man.
And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. It's a gain of 21 that time. Good enough for a San Diego first down.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position.
He said he sent it already?
They've had this guy boxed in all game long.
I'll check it out for this game.
That might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The first down throw here for Rivers.
Get my fucking, oh my God, man.
Complete. The 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory.
Oh my fucking God, yo.
Play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's caught at the 3. And he's in for a charge.
Yo, that's crazy. Good one, yo.
Travis Benjamin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they got to recover here, Charles.
I think he's still at work.
The decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
Let me get it.
You guys.
Let me get the touchdown real quick.
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Simeon on 1st down.
Look at this shit, man. Come on, Bing.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
I mean, it takes me back
to my goodness, man.
Coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty
let that shit get away from
them. Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
Get that shit.
See if they can do just that.
Oh, why nigga ain't saying that, yo?
Benjamin. 5 yards on the catch there.
Yeah.
It's up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Right side catch. This is Gates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
So 2nd and 10 here. To the air again here, Rivers finding time.
Nowhere. Bing, come on, that's a pick. Nowhere, man.
Game changer there in his 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Bing let you down, yo.
Oh, yo.
Bing let you down. Let's go ahead and holler at Wells, George.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First and goal, Melvin Gordon.
That play low as a motherfucker, yo. Damn. That's barely over the street.
From 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Oh, that's he great land. He over here about the other damn.
Drew Kaiser
had one face over here.
Yeah.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Man, I got you, though. That's a good game.
Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set.
Oh, man, I was playing the double mid twins earlier, yo. That's all. I ain't yelling. I was trying to put it together. I was trying to put it together, yo. I was playing against 2 different peoples, man.
Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there.
You want one more?
Already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game.
More.
And boy, they've really played well.
You got that, buddy.
So the incomplete
which one was that?
Brings up second down.
Oh, this right here?
They come out here in the eye. Now a run with Anderson. And he'll get this up over.
All right, you want something different.
6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime he handles it.
Yo, did all this shit in the last fucking 3 minutes of the game, man.
Now Simeon.
It was.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I was down. I was down 8 points.
One thing they did learn.
And you got 3 quick touchdowns. That was the last 3 minutes of the game.
I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's a real risky play call to run it here with time being such a major factor. They need points here and fast.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremiah Tauju coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now McCluster. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Whether it's Antonio Gates or not, Philip Rivers loves the tight end position. He loves those throws. How about that route he just hit there?
Yeah, he's so good in this offense at weaving the tight end in. And sometimes the tight end helping him out, too.
Yeah, without it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 1 man in the backfield is Gordon. To throw is Rivers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the back all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Tyrell Williams, 30 yards.
Hey, Joe, hey, yo, what team you got in the franchise?
So a little icing on the cake there before the clock gets
No, I said, which one do you have? I was giving you division.
Exactly what you want.
The Patriots?
Not much time and a touchdown.
Quad. Nah, you ain't gonna beat. You ain't gonna beat the boy with Chicago. He gonna fuck you up. He real nice. He gonna fuck you up. He gonna dog you. Nah, I mean, okay, we'll see. Good game. I ain't taking nothing from your game. I ain't taking nothing from your game, buddy. Good game. I know your click on was real good. I know you got good click on. That's why I was running the ball. That's what happened. The last 3 minutes, you scored 4 touchdowns.
We'll see what they do here.
No, that's what I'm saying, because I know what you're capable of doing.
One last throw here for Simeon. Left side here to Sanders.
All right, good game, Chad.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys understand, hey, put those points up every week and just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.
I know.